You've been told your whole life that you are the hunter, that to succeed, to thrive, you must dominate, conquer, destroy. You've been fed this lie from the moment you could understand words. Hunt for your dreams, they said. Chase success. Be relentless. And so you ran, didn't you? You ran without pause, without rest, believing the world was a jungle and you, armed with your ambition, were meant to rule it. But here's the truth they never told you. The hunters were never the ones in control. Those who imposed their expectations, their standards, their systems. They were the ones hunting you. How many times have you been pushed down? How many times have you felt like you were running in circles, endlessly pursuing something that always seemed just out of reach? How many times has the world made you feel small, insignificant, like an object to be used, like prey? They told you to hunt, but they never told you the price. They never told you that the ones in power weren't the ones chasing. They were the ones who manipulated the hunt. You thought you were in control, but you were nothing more than a puppet in their hand. Your strings pulled by their expectation, your worth defined by their rule. Now look at where you are. How many times has the world taken more than you could give? How many times have you tried and failed, exhausted yourself chasing after things you were told would make you whole, only to feel emptier with each step? You've been told to be strong, to be ruthless, but here's what they forgot to mention. True strength doesn't come from chasing. It comes from realizing that you were never the prey to begin with. But the world doesn't want you to know that. They want you to believe that you are small, weak, insignificant. But listen to me now. You are not weak. You are not prey. You are something far more powerful. So let's stop pretending. Stop pretending you are the hunter in a game where the rules are stacked against you. It's time to face the truth. You've been deceived. But now, it's time to wake up. It's time to take back what was always yours. You are not the hunted. You are the storm. The hunters don't always look like the predators you imagine. They don't appear with sharp claws or fangs. They wear suits, ties, and masks of civility. They speak in the polished language of progress and success, but their true nature is far more sinister. These hunters are societal expectations, toxic environments, and manipulative individuals who feed off your insecurities and desires. Look around you. The media, the voices in your ear, the systems of power that govern your every move. They are the hunters. They tell you what success should look like, what happiness should feel like, what love should be. They force-feed you their version of your worth. But do you ever stop to ask yourself, is this really me? No. Because the world has conditioned you to obey without question, to chase after what they have defined as success. The truth, these forces were never looking out for you. They don't care about your well-being, your happiness, or your journey. They care about control. They are the hunters, and you, whether you know it or not, have been their prey for far too long. You've been taught, again and again, that you must fight to be at the top, that you must compete and win to prove your worth. The message is clear. To succeed, you must chase, you must hunt. But what if I told you that this isn't true power? What if I told you that being told to hunt, to pursue, to conquer, only serves to trap you in an endless cycle of struggle? This false power is not your own. It's the illusion of strength, the lie that tells you that victory comes only through domination, through being better than everyone else. But where does it lead you? To burnout, to disillusionment, to emptiness? You chase the dream, the prize, the title. You think you're fighting for a purpose, but in reality, you're chasing someone else's vision of success. You're playing their game. You're doing exactly what they want you to do. You've been made to believe that this is the path to power, to fulfillment, but all you've ever done is spin your wheels in a race that never ends. Here's the darkest truth. The more you chase, the more you lose yourself. The more you compete, the more you become entangled in a web that only serves to keep you trapped in a cycle. You're not the hunter, you're the prey. This system of false power keeps you running, keeps you striving, keeps you wanting more. And it's never enough, is it? The more you achieve, the more they demand of you. The more you fight, the emptier you feel. But you don't stop because you've been told that this is the price of success, that to be on top, you must keep going, that success is only for those who hustle, fight, and conquer. But here's the kicker. It's all a trap. You're never going to be free if you keep chasing after someone else's version of success. You're being manipulated, played like a pawn in a game you never agreed to. The very pursuit of the so-called top has only led you to exhaustion, frustration, and a hollow sense of victory that fades the moment you reach it. You've been chasing the wrong things for so long, following someone else's idea of what it means to be powerful, that you've lost touch with the most important thing, yourself. And so, the cycle continues. You're running, always running, but never reaching the destination. The hunters laugh as they watch you exhaust yourself, as they continue to control the chase. This is the illusion of control, and now, it's time to break free. The real power isn't in hunting. It's in knowing that you never had to chase anything in the first place. Your true strength lies not in the endless hunt, but in the realization that you are not prey. You never were. You were simply blinded by the illusion. It's time to see the truth, to break the chains that have held you back, and to reclaim what is rightfully yours. You feel it, don't you? The deep, aching exhaustion, the weight of every step, every breath, every heartbeat, as you keep running, keep fighting, keep chasing. But what are you really chasing? What does it all mean when you've been chasing for so long and never reached anything that truly fulfills you? This is the plight of the prey. Every day, you wake up and the hunt begins again. You fight with every ounce of strength you have, pushing yourself beyond your limits, believing that success is just around the corner. But it's not. You run and you run, but every victory is followed by emptiness. Every new milestone feels hollow, because you're always in the pursuit of something that never truly fills you. You've been chasing success, love, validation, recognition, but none of it feels like it's enough. The world has conditioned you to believe that you must constantly strive, constantly achieve. But in the end, what have you gained? A fleeting sense of accomplishment that fades as soon as you reach it, a moment of satisfaction quickly swallowed by the endless hunger for more. And in the midst of it all, you feel lost. Where is the peace? Where is the happiness? Every victory feels like another step in the race, another part of the chase. The harder you try, the more exhausted you become. You were never meant to run this race, but the world has made you believe it's the only way. The pain is deep, relentless, and real, and it wears you down until you're a shell of who you used to be. Where's the end? I see you. I see the weight you carry, the silent battles you fight every day. I see how you doubt yourself when you can't seem to catch up to the world's expectations. I see the fear in your eyes, the fear that maybe you're not good enough, that maybe you'll never be enough. You put on a brave face, pushing through your exhaustion, convincing yourself that you'll make it, that somehow, someday, things will get better. But let me tell you, it's okay to feel tired. It's okay to feel lost. It's okay to feel like the weight of the world is too much to bear. You don't have to pretend that you have it all together. You've been told for so long that you need to be strong, that you need to keep pushing, keep moving forward. But in truth, this constant struggle is wearing you down to your core. And it's not your fault. The fear you feel, it's not just fear of failure. It's the fear that you've been lied to your whole life, that you've been told you could be the hunter, but you've only ever been the prey in someone else's game. The exhaustion, it's the cost of chasing something that was never yours to begin with. The internal conflict, it's the war inside of you, the war between what the world tells you to be and what you know you really are. So I'm here to tell you, your pain is valid. Your exhaustion is real. Your fear is natural. You've been trapped in a cycle that was never yours to begin with. But don't let anyone make you believe you are weak because of it. The fact that you're standing here, still fighting, still pushing, means you have a strength that has yet to be fully realized. It's time to stop running and start healing. It's time to put down the weight you've been carrying and acknowledge that you're not broken, just worn out from a battle you never should have had to fight. The world presses down on you. Every expectation, every responsibility, every demand is another weight added to your shoulders. And you try to bear it all. You try to meet every deadline, fulfill every obligation, meet everyone's expectations. You try to please, to be everything to everyone. But in the end, what happens? You're left drained, burned out, with nothing left to give. The relentless hunt has worn you thin. You're no longer sure who you are outside of the hunt. You've become defined by the things you've chased: success, recognition, approval. But none of it has given you the peace you crave. You were never supposed to carry all of this, but the world expects it of you, and you've been taught to carry the burden, to endure, to never stop. But at what cost? The weight of expectations bears down on you until you no longer know where the world's demands end and where your own desires begin. Every decision is clouded by the pressure to perform, to be more, to have more. The external pressures of life have turned your every action into a desperate attempt to keep up, to stay relevant, to be enough. The worst part? You don't even know what enough looks like anymore. You've been running so long that you've lost sight of the reason you started the race in the first place. You've been chasing an illusion of success, one that you never even defined for yourself. And in the process, you've forgotten who you are. You've been living in a world that tells you to keep hunting, to keep striving, to keep moving forward. But you've been so focused on the chase, you've forgotten to stop and breathe. You've forgotten that there is life beyond the hunt. You were never meant to be prey. You were meant to be free. But first, you have to stop running. You have to put down the weight, the expectations, and the lies that have kept you bound. Only then will you be able to reclaim your true strength. You've been running for so long, fighting so hard, thinking that the world, the systems, the people around you were the true enemies. You've been chasing after what you thought was victory, thinking that if you could just outrun the pain, outrun the expectations, outrun the hunt, everything would be better. But here's the truth. The true enemy has never been the world. It's never been the system, the expectations, or the people who've tried to control you. The true enemy is the perception of power that was planted in your mind. The lie that you must chase, the lie that you must conquer to win, the lie that you are weak and that the world can take whatever it wants from you. Now is the time for you to wake up. The world, the forces that have made you feel small, the ones that have hunted you, they've underestimated you. They've underestimated the one thing they could never take away from you, your own power. You were never the hunter, but now you are the storm. The moment has come for the prey to rise, for the hunted to take back what was always theirs. The narrative has changed. The victim is no longer helpless. The tables are turning. This is your turning point. You've been taught to believe that you were the prey, but now it's time to show the world that you have always had the power to break free. You were never meant to be hunted. You were meant to be the one in control. Here's the moment that changes everything. The moment you stop being a victim of your circumstances, the moment you stop running from a world that has tried to break you and realize that you can bend the world to your will. The predators, society, toxic expectations, manipulative people, they thought they had you. They thought they could control you, use you, break you down, but they underestimated your strength. They never saw the fire that burns inside you. They never saw your resilience, your ability to rise after every fall. They never knew how strong you truly are. The truth is, the very fact that you've been hunted means that you possess a power they can't even comprehend. It's a power that's been waiting to emerge. You've been tested, but you've never been defeated. You are no longer a passive participant in your story. You are the author. And now that you've realized this, everything changed. No longer will you run. No longer will you hide. You are the one who gets to decide your fate. You see, there's a reason why you've survived the hunt. There's a reason why, despite the pressure, despite the pain, you're still standing. It's not by accident. It's because you have untapped power within you, a power that has been forged in the fire of struggle, in the fire of pain, in the fire of being hunted. You've been through the worst, and you're still here. That's strength. That's resilience. That's power. You've been hunted, yes, but do you know what that means? It means you are more than capable of turning the table. The very fact that you've been pushed to the edge, pushed to your limits, means you have a strength they could never see. You have the capacity to fight back, not from a place of desperation, but from a place of power, from a place of self-awareness. The prey can turn the tables because the prey knows what it's like to survive. The prey knows how to endure, and now the prey has learned to fight. You've discovered the depths of your own power. You are no longer the hunted. You are the one who hunts. But your hunt is not about domination over others. Your hunt is about mastery over yourself. It's about reclaiming your destiny, taking the reins of your own life, and never again letting the world define who you are. The predators thought they could break you. They were wrong. You are the storm that will sweep them away. You are the force that will rewrite your story, that will create your own path. The world may have tried to shape you into prey, but now you shape your own destiny, and no one can take that away from you. This is where your journey begins. You've spent so long running, so long fighting, so long being the prey in a world that sought to break you. But now it's time to rise. It's time to transform from the passive victim you've been conditioned to be into the active warrior you were always meant to be. You are no longer someone who waits for the world to define you. You are the one who defines your path. No longer will you cower under the weight of other people's expectations. No longer will you submit to the false narrative of weakness and failure. The truth is this: you have always had the ability to shape your own destiny. The power was inside you all along. You've been told for too long that you're not strong enough, not capable enough, not worthy enough. That's a lie. Today, you break free from that prison. You shatter the chains of the system that has kept you passive, that has kept you small. The real journey begins now, and it begins with one simple truth. You are the hunter, but not in the way the world has told you. Your strength lies in mastering yourself, in controlling the only thing you can truly control, your own life. Now it's time to step forward, to own your power, and to walk this path as a warrior. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of your future, and that future starts with the decision to no longer run, to no longer be the prey. The world has led you to believe that power means domination, that power means control over others, but that is not true power. True power is not about overpowering others. It's about mastering yourself. It's about mastering your thoughts, your emotions, your reactions, and your action. True power comes from resilience. It's the strength to stand tall, even when the world tries to knock you down. It's the ability to rise after every fall, to learn from every mistake, and to use the very pain and struggle you've endured as fuel for your journey. The hunters of the world may have tried to break you, but every blow they've struck only makes you stronger. Every wound, every scar, is evidence of your ability to endure. Power doesn't come from fighting battles with others. Power comes from the inner strength to stay grounded in your truth, to stay aligned with your purpose, and to stand firm in the face of adversity. The world can try to knock you down, but when you are grounded in your own power, you become unshakable. This is the true meaning of power: resilience, inner mastery, and the strength to continue moving forward despite the obstacles in your path. The time has come for you to declare, once and for all, that you will no longer be hunted. You will no longer be the prey. You are no longer willing to be a pawn in someone else's game. This world has tried to make you small, tried to break you, tried to force you into a box that wasn't meant for you. But now you reclaim your sovereignty. Your power is not defined by anyone but you. No external force, no manipulative system, no toxic individual has the right to tell you who you are or what you can achieve. The external forces, the ones that have tried to control you, to exploit you, can try all they want, but your internal strength is unbreakable. You are no longer their prey. You are free. Reclaim your sovereignty. Step into your full power. Let go of the fear that has held you captive. Let go of the doubt that has kept you from rising. You are stronger than you've ever realized. You have everything you need to succeed inside of you, not in the external world. Your strength is internal, and when you connect with it, nothing will be able to stop you. The world will try to impose its will on you. It will try to dictate how you should live, what you should believe, who you should be. But now you've awakened. You are no longer the prey. You are the creator of your fate. The external forces can try, but they cannot break the unshakable power within you. You are free. You are sovereign. You are the storm that will sweep away everything that stands in your way. Never again will you be the hunted. You are the hunter of your own destiny, and nothing will ever take that away from you. You've been through fire. You've been scorched by the world's harshest trials, burned by every failure, every betrayal, every moment of self-doubt. You felt like you were nothing but ashes, broken, destroyed, discarded. But listen to me now. From those ashes, you rise. You are the phoenix. You have been reborn from the flames that once threatened to consume you. The struggle, the pain, it was never your end. It was your transformation. Everything that tried to break you has only made you stronger. Every scar, every wound is a mark of your resilience, of your will to survive. The ashes were only a temporary state, and now you soar. The world tried to turn you into prey, but instead you've become a force to be reckoned with. You were never meant to be anything less than extraordinary. The hunter who once hunted you now stands before you as nothing more than a shadow. You, the prey, have risen and reclaimed your power. Your transformation is complete. You are no longer bound by your past struggles. You are free, and the future is yours to shape. This is where everything changes. You must understand the responsibility that comes with realizing your true power. You are no longer a passive observer in your life. You are the creator, the architect of your future. The moment you accept that you are the master of your own fate, you step into your fullest potential. The world may not change for you. The obstacles may not vanish. The people who tried to tear you down may still be there. But now, you no longer need to wait for the world to bend to your will. You are the one who bends the world. You are the one who shifts the narrative. You must take ownership of your life. You must embrace the fact that the future is not something that happens to you. It is something you create. The power to change your world lies within you, and it is time to act. The chains that once bound you are broken. The power to create your reality is in your hand. No more waiting, no more wishing. You have the ability to shape your destiny, to carve out the life you've always desired. The world may have tried to turn you into prey, but now it will bear witness to your power. You are the one who will change the world, and it starts with changing yourself. This is no longer just a motivational speech. This is a call to arms. The time for talk has ended. Now is the time for action. You've discovered your power. You've acknowledged your potential. But now it's time to do. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the willingness to act in spite of it. It's the strength to rise up when the world tells you to fall. And you've already shown that you have this courage. Now, it's time to take bold steps, to make choices that will propel you forward, that will carve out the future you deserve. The battle is yours to fight, and it begins right now. You've learned that you are no longer the prey. You are the force that will shape your own fate. You are no longer chasing after success. You are creating it. The moment you stop waiting and start acting is the moment your transformation becomes complete. Your journey is not a destination. It is the path you create every day with every choice you make. This is your turning point. You've come this far, but now you must continue moving forward with unshakable confidence, with unwavering faith in yourself. The world will try to challenge you. The world will try to push you back. But remember, you are the storm. You have the power to break through every barrier, to shatter every limit. Now go, rise, step into your power, and create the life you were always meant to live. Your time is now. The air is thick with anticipation. Every breath you take feels heavier, charged with the energy of transformation. It's no longer just a shift. You can feel the power bubbling up inside you, ready to explode. Every doubt you've ever had, every fear, every moment of hesitation, it's all falling away. You've been through hell. You've been broken, beaten, pushed to your limits. But now the energy shift. The weight of the world that once burdened you is now the fuel that powers you. Every struggle you've endured, every battle you've fought, has prepared you for this moment. And now, the storm inside you begins to awaken. The storm isn't something to be feared. The storm is you. You are no longer the prey, no longer the victim. You are the force of nature that will sweep away all that stands in your way. You are the force that will change everything. The energy is growing. The power inside you is surging, and you can feel it. You are ready. No more doubt, no more hesitation, no more looking over your shoulder wondering if you're enough. You are everything. You are unstoppable. You are the storm that will tear through every barrier, every limitation, every obstacle the world tries to put in your path. The world tried to turn you into prey. It tried to break you, to control you, to shape you into something small, something weak. But that world underestimated you. The prey has become the predator. You are the hurricane, the thunder, the lightning that will ignite the sky. You are the unstoppable force that will leave no trace of the world's limitations behind. Your confidence is unshakable. You stand tall, rooted in your own truth. Every step you take now is full of purpose, full of power. No one can stand against you. No force can hold you back. You are the storm, and no one, not the world, not its systems, not its expectations, can ever take that power away from you. The world belongs to you now. It is your canvas, your battlefield, your playground, and the time to claim it is now. Stand tall, and do not let anyone, not a single person, dictate your worth. Speak your truth. Let the world hear it. Let them tremble, not in fear of you, but in awe of the power that radiates from you. You are no longer afraid. You are no longer silent. You are no longer passive. No one, no matter how strong they may appear, can take your power. No one can make you their prey. You are free. You are whole. You are powerful beyond measure. And now, it is time to show the world what that power looks like. The time has come for you to rise, to claim what's yours, and never again let the world define you. The world is yours for the taking. Now, go and hunt. But hunt only for your own destiny. The hunt for approval, for validation, for power over others. Leave that behind. It was never yours to chase, but now you hunt only for the life you've always known was yours. You hunt for your truth. You hunt for your purpose. You hunt for your destiny. And nothing, absolutely nothing, will stop you. So rise, speak, move. The world is yours, and you are unstoppable. You have discovered the greatest truth of all. The true strength has always been within you. The world tried to convince you that you were small, that you were powerless, that you were prey to be hunted. But now, you know better. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of your own narrative. No longer will you bow to the world's definition of success. No longer will you accept the labels placed on you by others. The strength you seek was never out there. It was always inside of you, waiting for you to awaken it, to embrace it, to rise. This is your legacy. You control your story. You shape your future. You stand tall because you know the world doesn't define you. You do. The path you walk is yours and yours alone. The life you create is yours to command. Think back to where you started. Think back to the fear, the doubt, the feeling of being small and helpless. The world told you to hide, to conform, to run from your own power. But look at you now. You have faced the storm. You have risen from the ashes. You have turned your struggle into strength. You are no longer broken. You are no longer afraid. You are whole, unshakable, and empowered. The transformation is complete. You have become the creator of your own fate. You have taken back control, and nothing can take that from you. The world will watch in awe as you walk in your full power. They will see the force of nature you've become. You are no longer the prey. You are the storm, the one who shapes the future, who decides the course of their own life. The world is watching now. The people who once tried to define you, the ones who thought you were weak, the ones who underestimated you, they will see you rise, and they will know that you are no longer their prey. You are no longer anyone's victim. You have stepped into your power, and from this moment forward, you will never shrink again. You are free. You are unstoppable. You are the legacy of the empowered. And now, with that power, you walk forward. You shape your world. You create your destiny, and you never, ever allow anyone to take that away from you. The world is yours. You've claimed it, and it can never be taken from you again. Now go, live your truth, create your future. Your legacy has already begun.